Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cover the Spread for Friday, April 18th, 2025. And hey, just before we get to Friday's three-play selection, I want to just say if you're new to Cover the Spread, welcome aboard. Glad to have you. Make sure you subscribe. That way you don't miss out on any of the content that drops here at Cover the Spread. And then, hey, as always, hey, we love the interaction that you guys are giving us here in the comment section below, letting us know what you think about the three plays that we got rolling. We love the interaction with everybody that tunes in to these Cover the Spread videos. Absolutely appreciate each and every one of you. So without further ado, let's get to the cappers. We got rolling here. We got Ramon. We got Alan. Of course, we got me here today again as well. So let's get to it. As always, we check to see how the cappers are doing here, to see how they're looking forward to the weekend's action, see how we're doing on a little bit of previous videos following our 3-0 up. I know we started the day off nice, so we hit that over with the Marlins, cruised over by the seventh inning. So nice 1-0 start there on the last one. Kicking on over to Ramon. How you doing here on this Friday, Ramon?
Yeah, Rodd, hey, I'm ready for is it the playoffs yet? It kind of is, but it's not yet. But got to be looking forward to this weekend and really get to some games that matter after the last couple of weeks kind of drug on there a little bit. Let's go, playoff time. Let's get to the weekend. We got some action, though, on Friday we got to cover first.
Definitely. We got to get these two little play and these wrapped up, and then we'll have everything locked in for the playoffs on the weekend. Can't wait. Should be rolling. There should be some pretty good games here on the Friday night. Kicking on over to Al. How are you doing here, Al, on this Friday night?
Yeah, doing pretty good and looking forward to these games. As you said, they should be pretty good too, and may not be the playoffs yet, but these teams better treat them as such. Otherwise, there'll be no playoffs for them. So it should be some good ones here.
All right, so let's get it kick started here on the Friday, and we're going to go to a baseball. Since there's only two NBA games rolling here on the Friday evening, we're going to kick it off with Minnesota taking on Atlanta. Hey, Atlanta back at home after the Blue Jays series. And you look here, who's getting the start for the Atlanta Braves in this one? It's good old Bryce Elder getting the start here for the Braves in this one. And, man, he's looking for a little bit more improvement. His first start went against the Dodgers and only went 4 innings, gave up 3 hits in that one, couple walks, 3 earned runs, couple home runs. The long balls got to him a couple in both his starts this season. The next start up, he faced the Rays. He went a little longer, got 18 outs, went 6 innings, 4 strikeouts there. Definitely improved, didn't walk anybody, but gave up 9 hits, couple home runs, 5 earned runs. But here at home in this one, I expect Bryce Elder, his third start. I love to get on a pitcher when it's their third start of the season. Give them those first couple to get things rolling. And then we look on the other side of the bump with Chris Paddock going on the bump. And he hasn't had the start that he wanted to his season. Kicked it off with the White Sox game, and he only went 3.1 innings in that one. So, look, pitch count. That's why he only went 3.1 innings, gave up 6 hits, 4 walks, 9 earned runs in that one. Why? Because he gave up 3 dingers. Definitely gave up some meatballs. The next time out, he went up against the Astros. Went 4 innings of work in that one, gave up 7 hits, couple walks, only gave up 3 earned runs in that one. As you can see, when he's on the mound, this Minnesota team makes some errors. Doesn't clean the ball. And it's cost them a couple runs in that one, but he cleaned it up. No home runs, so no meatballs over the plate. And then last time out versus the Tigers, hey, he improved again. Went 5 innings of work, 15 outs, only gave up 2 hits, couple walks, and only 1 earned run. So we've seen improvement from Chris Paddock to start his season. So expecting him to have a good start here. But the Braves at home, following a road loss, hey, they head back at home. They're 3-0 this season following a road loss. I like the Braves here with Bryce Elder on the mound. I think it's a pitcher's duel early, low-scoring one, and then when you throw it to the bullpens, I think this Twins offense, we've seen what they've done late, and we haven't seen them come flying back. It's been tough sledding for the Twins to be hitting anything offensively. I think Bryce Elder mows them down here in this one. The Braves get the win in this one on Friday. So for me, the play, take the Atlanta Braves back at home here on a Friday night. Kick it on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? Minnesota or Atlanta on Friday night?
Yeah, for sure, Rod. You talked up those pitchers pretty good considering their numbers, but I'm kind of in line with you here a little bit. I know you were talking about Elder more than Paddock there, but you even alluded to Paddock as slightly improving a little bit. Be hard for him not to. But no doubt, Elder has held this expected lineup to just 1 for 16 in his recent appearances against them. So I do have Elder as a candidate for improvement here against this lineup. And really, that's what I'm looking at in this game is these lineups. The offenses are not going anywhere right now. Both teams averaging just about 3.5 runs per game. And, well, they've hung a pretty big number here as far as I'm concerned on this game, right? At mostly 8.5s here right now, juiced to the under at this recording. And, hey, it may stay there. So I'm going to go under 8.5 here with Atlanta hosting Minnesota here in this one. Two teams that need some wins here, obviously. Both teams underachieving for sure right now. But I've got Elder, like you said, Rod. I've got him for an improvement candidate here. And Paddock, I'm going to need him a little bit to come through here against this Braves lineup. But again, like I said, Braves just 3.4 runs per game. That's unbrave-like right now. So give me the under in Minnesota and Atlanta on Friday night.
Kick it on over to Al. What do you like here in this one, Al? Minnesota or the Braves here on Friday night?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's tough for me to get to the under with these two guys going at it. I know these offenses haven't been the best, so there is that going too. But again, I think they can get to these starters a little bit, and but I do agree with Rod here on the side. I'll just look at the side here and stick to the Braves. I think they are the better team still without Acuna, but they still got some pretty good players here, even though they haven't always played like it. I think they can get to Paddock here and get this offense going a little bit and get a much-needed win for them because it sounds like he won't be back. He's going to be back relatively soon, but not exactly today or tomorrow, it sounds like. So they still need to start getting some wins without him here. Can't just wait for Acuna to get back.
No, and they definitely got enough pop in that lineup as well to do the Braves that if they ever heat up, yeah, they could definitely score some runs there in that one. But I like them to get the job done. All right, let's kick it on over to the NBA play-in rounds. Let's get these wrapped up. We're going to kick it off with the Ramon's game, and we're looking at the Heat taking on Atlanta. I see the Heat favored by point and a half in some places. I know actually the Heat flipped over. It's Hawks favored by a point and a half. This opened the other way and flipped right around. We'll kick it on over to Ramon to get us started here in this one. Heat or Atlanta here on Friday.
Yeah, either way, Rod, pretty much a toss-up, right? Heat pretty impressive, no doubt about it, the way they played, especially that first half, and the Hawks did a great job as well in their game, so maybe that's why we've ended up with basically a toss-up here, but you've said it, Rod, all week, talking about these 10 seeds, and they don't advance, so look, if it's a pick-em and they're the 10 seed and they're on the road, no doubt, they've done a nice job here down the stretch after the trade of Butler. They didn't look good right out of the gate, but with a great coach like Spoelstra, they were able to get it together. But I think this is where it runs out here a little bit. If they could have earned the spot outside of this 10 spot, maybe I'd consider them here. Don't look at the numbers. Atlanta's a terrible spot at home, 15-28 against the spread. Miami's terrific against the spread on the road, but I got to rely on the numbers we've talked about there, Rod. I've got Atlanta to have a much better game here. They can match up a little bit better, it feels like, to me inside here this time. So I'm going to take the Hawks here to win this one at home over the Heat. I think that home court might just be enough to knock Miami out here as well as they did in that last game.
Kick it on over to Al. What do you like here in this one? Atlanta Hawks, Miami Heat here on Friday.
I like a lot of offense in this one. You got Atlanta that's been trending to overall season long, 61% of their games. So they went 50-32 and 1 to the over on the season. And on the other side, Miami, not quite as impressive, but still trending to the over, 44-39 to the over, good for a 53%. So I expect the offenses to lead the way here. Not much defense. Atlanta is more of an offensive-minded team anyway, as the numbers reflect. And I like this one to get well into the 220s plus. So I'm seeing it at 219 now. I'll take the over that one.
And for me, I'm going to look at this one in a different way. I'm going to look at the first half here. I like the Heat here in the first half to have themselves a lead heading into the locker room break. You look what the Heat have done in the second half of the season when they finally put things together with out Jimmy Butler in the lineup. And they're playing some not bad basketball down the stretch here. Have been the Heat putting things together, especially in that first half. What we've seen in the second half of the season, that first half, hey, the Heat are 13-5 ATS. The numbers at a pick 'em right now in this first half here. So I'm just going to take the money line with the Heat. And you look at what the Hawks have done in first halves this season as a home favorite of 6 points or less, 4-6 in that first half. As in home games altogether this season, 19-21 in that first half. And then off of a loss versus a divisional rival, 0-3 in that first half. They don't bounce back with big, giant first half efforts have we seen from this Atlanta Hawk team. Second half, hey, maybe a different story. But in the first half, I'm going to take the Heat to have the lead heading to the locker room break there in that matchup. Let's get it on over to the next game we got rolling here on this Friday evening. And, hey, Dallas, nice win for Dallas heading into this one. They're the 10th seed, and this one taking on the Grizzlies. Hey, the Grizzlies trying to stay alive, and they're laying 6.5, 7 in some places. Definitely shop your number depending on what side you want. Total 221. This is Al's game. Kicking on over to Al. What do you like here in this one? Dallas or Memphis?
Yeah, I'm going to look at this game early, take an early look on it. Big question mark here for the Grizzlies. Ja Morant listed as questionable. Now, I expect him to suit up for this one, but you never know with these guys, I guess. Still got these injury reports here. I'm not sure exactly how serious this injury is, but again, I do expect him to play. And I like the Grizzlies to get the job done early here, so I expect them to come out strong at home. They're laying 2 points right now in the first quarter. That's going to be my free pick for this show. But I would also lean to them. If you like the Mavericks, again, 3.5 points in the first half is a look, especially if Morant sits this one out. And the full game completely will depend. I will have to sit and wait on that injury report before making the pick on the full game. And maybe even better yet, try to find a better number on the Grizzlies live rather than try to lay the points with them pregame. And if we can't get that better number live, well, we'll probably cover our first quarter bet anyway. So Grizzlies first quarter for me.
Kick it on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? Dallas or Memphis on Friday night?
We got another 10 seed here in Dallas, but they are getting 6.5 points here. You talk about the injury to Morant, it has to be the headline of this game. Obviously, with turning his ankle there late in the game, he was down for the count for sure, had to come out for a brief moment. It hurt more today probably than it did right after it happened. That's the adrenaline. He was on the, we saw him taking some Advil, popping those pills there in the moments following him turning his ankle. So I expect him also to play, Al, but I expect him to be slowed for sure. It was a severe ankle sprain here, and I think that might be the difference that Dallas needs at least to get this number. I don't know if they can actually win this game. Again, talking about those 10 seeds never winning. So I'll side with Dallas here, though, plus the points. You're getting 6. They're one of the best road teams in the NBA against the spread, 27-14. Memphis was a dismal 5-11 ATS as a favorite this year. So I'm going to take Dallas to hang in there all the way, and maybe we'll get a decent game in some of these play-ins, because we've been sitting here 25-point games at halftime wondering when's the next baseball game starting. So maybe we'll get one here at the end finally. I'll take Dallas plus the points.
And for me in this matchup, hey, the last Dallas game I said to take the over. I'm going to go right back to it. This opened at 222. It's down to 221. I think they're trying to bait you into the under here in this one. With me, no chance. I like the over here in this matchup. You look what Dallas has done in the second half of the season. 14-4 to the over on the road this season has been this Dallas squad. They've been scoring points. You look at the last 5, hitting almost 49% of their field goal shots. In that last game, they hit 49.4, scored 120 points. So definitely offense has been rolling. Same with Memphis. Their offense has been ticking around too, scoring over 120 points a game. Total all games this season, 121.6 is the number for this Memphis squad. 3-2 to the over in their last 5 games. So definitely they trend to the over as well. And as a home favorite between 6.5 and 12. 9-4 to the over. More numbers. Dallas as a road dog this season, 22-9 to the over, and as a road dog on the road, 7-2 to the over. So only one way for me to go at 221. I don't know if I'm going to rush and quickly try to bet it. Considering I've seen it drop a little bit, I might wait to see if this thing comes down to 221 like I'm seeing it now. If it drops a little more, hey, less wood to chop. Might not want to rush to the window to bet. If this thing keeps dropping and people keep betting the under, you'll get a better number, maybe a little bit closer to tip off. But either way, I think we easily cruise into the 220 plus in this one, probably closer to the 225, 226 between these two squads. I think offenses rule the day in this one on Friday night. I think this is going to be the better of the 2 games myself. But we'll yet to be determined that one on the later episode. That wraps up Friday's 3 plays for us. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in as always. And, hey, let us know what you think about these 3 games we went over and covered here on Friday's slate. Quick little recap before we head on out. First game we looked at, we got the Twins taking on the Atlanta Braves. And, hey, that's my play. I'm going to take the Braves here in this one. Love the Braves back at home. Hey, perfect off of a road loss this year. When they get back home, 3-0. So give me the Braves in that one. And then the next game we looked at, we got the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Heat here in this one. This is Ramon's game, and he likes the Atlanta Hawks. Fading the 10th seed, it's been profitable for since we've seen the play-ins come in. So take the Atlanta Hawks. And then we got Ninos' game, and that's Dallas taking on Memphis. Ninos likes Memphis here in the first quarter to come out hot. They're at home. Hey, not a bad place to be when you see that hometown crowd. The crowd will be amped up for this game and be a ruckus. You know what? Even if John Morant doesn't play, Memphis is deep in talent and bench-wise. We've seen them play over the last 2 seasons without John Morant. So, hey, man, if he's not in there, I don't know. I don't, as you say, you're worried about it. Don't be. There's plenty of guys that can step up, and we've seen it plenty of times with Memphis. Hey, they're not playing OKC. They don't have to be so scared. That wraps up Friday's slate of schedule. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. As always, have yourself a wonderful weekend. And a kick-start of the winter. Let's hopefully we can do the usual and bring out a broom next time as well. So have yourself a wonderful Friday. And as always, what are we doing here? Cover the spread.